What's good, y'all? Code Sounds here. I am actually back. Talk about more Resident Evil 4 remake. Now, I saw this spoiler. This spoiler came out like 4 months ago. I didn't really look into this just because I figured that this game was gonna be like a 2024 release. But we got a trailer like a couple of days ago, and the game's coming out less than a year. So I decided like I'm putting my mic in my head. I could feel like I could talk better with this mic like this. But yeah, I kind of want to look through this just because something did scare me that had me thinking that when I first thought about it, that we may eventually. I don't want to have a cyberpunk situation, and that says that the game is also coming out on last gen. And what I mean by that, all right. So what I mean about that is that okay. So never mind. PS5, Xbox Series X. Okay, I was scared for a second. I thought this game was coming on PS4 also. Yeah, I probably got confused with Street Fighter. I was looking at Street Fighter trailer. But with that being said, I looked at this article and I started to read some of this, and some of it does kind of make sense, and some what I figured that what I thought my initial thoughts that was going to happen is kind of going to happen because I'm pretty sure that a lot of stuff in the game is going to be still there, but they're going to change some stuff up. Hopefully, they get rid of some of the annoying sections in the game, and I wouldn't be surprised if they cut the enemy out. Or depends. I don't know. We're gonna read it. Then I'll probably explain more. All right, like I said, this came out 4 months ago, and the game came out. The trailer came out a couple of days ago, like last week, and this really had me thinking. And before we start, let me close that so you make it better for y'all. All right, it's a third-person survival horror with more action savings like RE3 remake, which Resident Evil 4 was technically more action-based, even though personally it's a hit and miss. Cause I was a kid when RE4 came out, and that game has some scary moments. Cause I always feel like single player experience could it could make up some of the horror aspects or jump scare aspects. It could also help fix it. Plus tank controls, which a lot of people don't like that. Which this game should be no tank controls. All right, Lewis is gonna have more plot relevance, and he'll get full character revert like Carlos, which that kind of makes sense because I'm pretty sure Lewis need to be a playable character in mercenaries mode. That just makes too much sense. So I believe that's true. So like Carlos in RE3 remake, and RE3 remake was trash by the way. Ashley has a new design with her college student vibes. Her classic one is a bonus. As you saw in the trailer, she do got that a new design. Ashley got a character development arc where she begins as a hopeless girl and becomes more confident, helps him unlocking doors, and even helps him fight by distracting enemies. Okay, so yeah, I can see that happening too. Now, having Ashley as a boss, help, I don't want that. Her helping you fight a boss. Keep her away. All right, Sailor is more of a scientist now. As we saw in that trailer, it's kind of hard to describe that as of right now. Okay, this one actually caught my attention. 3 bosses were cut. One is a QTE chase now. So QTEs might be still a thing in the game, which I, I'm not shocked. But 3 bosses are cut, which got me curious. Which 3 bosses? But we're gonna keep on reading blah blah blah. The village is more tight now with more houses as well. Like I said, can't really see too much in the trailers, as in that little trailer, so you can't really explain about that. Hopefully, it shows a gameplay at least at Tokyo Game Show at least. Separate Ways is in as well. Mercenaries make mercenaries co-op. They can make it co-op. That's the only thing they should have. Mercenaries as a co-op. I feel like Mercenaries is like the only good thing about RE6 is the Mercenaries mode because the controls feels good, but the game is still ass, as in RE6. All right, Assignment Ada is cut as of now. I wonder why they did that. I'm kind of curious, but it got Separate Ways, which Separate Ways kind of makes sense. Hope they actually like Separate Ways wasn't bad, but make it something different. I don't want to fight Krauser, I guess you could say, as the end boss of the game. Krauser was reworked in terms of character and design entirely. I'm kind of curious about that. Final boss is not Spider Saddler now. Now, this one, I'll be happy for because at all the crazy shit you fight, fighting Saddler as a goddamn spider, it kind of felt anticlimactic. Like, you figure that he should be more than not a Spider-Man, a spider boss. So I hope they actually change that. I know they changed the final boss in Resident Evil 3 Remake, which personally I didn't like that. I don't know. I got ill will from Resident Evil 3 Remake. Alright, drink some water real quick. Alright, Trigger Leaker is bullshitting fans. Capcom is not happy about how he spreads false info about their products. So don't say that this game is fake and the Trigger Leaker is obviously referring to them. But like I said before, like this could be all a bunch of BS too. Cause like it says 4chan. And then again, 4chan also leaked that picture of Resident Evil. So you could take that grain of salt. But then again, we got a trailer not too long ago. But I think it happened the same day. So, I don't know. It's hard to believe stuff on the internet nowadays. Oh, I'm there now. Okay. Now, half of the info here sounds like stuff I posted on RE boards and talk about in my videos discussing the potential remake should do. Either this 4chan user had the same ideas as me, along with others, or he's talking to them and saying they're legit. Now let's go there and see these one by one. It's a third-person survival horror game with more action, which that makes sense. Like they would have fucked up bad. They try to make this. You know, Resident Evil a VR thing is a thing though, which Resident Evil 4 Remake gonna have VR. Which I'm kind of curious how they gonna do that. Same reason, pretty much two Resident Evil games. All right. Even though I'm not really a big fan of VR because I got bad eyes and I don't like wearing glasses. Which I have to wear glasses, but I try not to wear glasses unless I have to. All right, Resident Evil 4 RE4 is an action game with some horror segments in it. It's bloody obvious. Goddamn, the sun blocking my eyes. The elements from the original game. Saying it's a survival horror game with action segments is an obvious thing to say, but did again. It's technically saying it's survival horror first with action in it, and goddamn, the light is killing my. Alright, here and there, which would mean Capcom wants their RE4 remake to be similar to something like RE2, which should focus more on horror atmosphere, blah blah blah, creepy to straight up action vibe. The original RE4 gave up. Also, it's being third person is obvious. It is hard as hell to read this with this goddamn sun blocking my eyes. I should have put the blinds up. Okay, so yeah, that kind of makes sense because I'm gonna click on here real quick. I saw something before I started the video and I think I got rid of it. And I didn't get rid of it. Just by the trailer, they said this game gonna be more of a darker app, have more of a grainy, darker vibe, like more horror aspects, which it makes sense. When I say it makes sense, I kind of understand. Alright, let's go back. So they want to be more like RE2, but like I said, I'm not mad about that because, like I said, RE4, OG RE4 is still a perfect game. Like if people have issues with it, they could just. If people have issues with the remake, just play the original game because the original game is still good. Yeah, okay, they modded some. It's an HD mod I've been playing on Twitch that made me want to play the game again. Like I said, because that's how I see it as RE2 remake and RE2 original. Like it's the remake, but it's still two different games. If that makes sense. All right, did I read this one? Yep, I did. Lewis has more primaries, which he'll get full character rework like cost. That makes sense. Lewis, he have more plot, which I said earlier. But the other game is reimagined, so yeah, reimagine. I don't want the game to be copy and paste, personally. Alright, and certain characters will get more of a upgrade. Then again, look at RE2 and RE3 remake. Marvel is given a slight increase in plot, but someone like Ben is reduced to one scene. Okay, now that makes sense. I can actually see that. So increase one person role and decrease another person role. Like one thing I was disappointed in, especially in RE3 remake, is I forgot the dude name. I would name Brad. The dude that got killed by Nemesis in the PlayStation 1 version. Like his role got goddamn reduced. So all he did is do a goddamn chair. But okay, Ben reduced to one scene. Oh yeah, Ben. I remember Ben. He wanted to get killed by Birkin. But yeah. But he got killed by Nemesis. Not Nemesis, Mr. X. In the 2 remake. Reduced to one scene. Tyrell explained upon the bigger role, but someone like Murphy seeking again only get one scene. Lewis could be similar to his OG, and this is not meaning much really. Yes, I'm pretty sure he won't be still playing as him. Okay, what else? Ashley has a new design for Studio Wise, which I think that kind of makes sense when we saw the trailer. Character family being homeless, blah blah blah, helps me unlock the yeah. Every character in these rematches has gotten a new look. Nothing special there, so you can really say that. But her character arc, where she grows as a person and goes from becoming a damsel in distress to managing to help out in big ways. And so, because I personally hope she be able to use a gun or a simple handgun at some point at the end. I think a lot of people that really dislike one of the biggest gripes about original RE4 is the escort missions. I know I had an issue with them, but she might have more of a, I guess, a role. I just don't hope we have to use her as in boss fights. At sake at least. Yeah, Stats and Motor Sciences. Yeah, I could see that. I've done change our suggestions in my surveys, Capcom, and videos and posts I've done. I like the idea that Saturn is an ex umbrella employer and still working on the orders under Spencer. See, that'd be a good way to tie it in. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they go that route and somehow have Wesker pop up in the story mode, other than goddamn separate ways. Because Wesker's name gets brought up in Resident Evil 4, but he's really more of an Ada thing, I guess you could say. Alright. The bosses were cut. One is a QTE chase. Oh, see, here's the thing I kind of figured that they was going to do. Like, the quote-unquote pursuer. I know they've been doing this a lot, especially with these RE issues, like getting chased by somebody throughout the game. Like with the Nemesis, RE3. That's the first thing I came up with when I think about that. The pursuer mode, I guess you could say. I know it's in RE8. I still haven't played RE8. I am going to play RE8 as I'm making this video. Stay tuned. Just subscribe to the channel, I guess, or probably on Twitch, by the way. Alright, the reimagines so far have cut boss battles and even mini ones. Croc was turned to QTE. The Moth was cut. Oh yeah, I do remember that. And RE3 got rid of the Grave Digger. Yep, I do remember that. I remember all that. Now I'm thinking about that. I forgot they did cut them off. And the Grave Digger. I forgot about Grave Digger. I mean, of course, the Nemesis. They technically got rid of the whole Nemesis chase sequence. Only happened like at the beginning of the game. Other than that, the gate came super near, which people didn't like. Oh yeah, and Nemesis transformed that boss fight when he turned to a goddamn dog, which that was fucking a piece of shit. I got bad memories playing that damn game. Alright, so what bosses have been cut? The original game had Chainsaw Man mini boss at several points in the game. See, I wouldn't be surprised if he just come a pursuer to chase you throughout don't chase you throughout the village, but you know what I mean. Just don't make it to the point that it's annoying, I guess you could say. Del Nago, and when I type that in, Of course, it brings up that BS. See, that's false. So what bosses could have been? Oh, what boss could have been? Because original game has that El Giant, El Gigante, Marinez, the Blonde Wolverine guy, mini boss he fought several times. I forgot about these damn names. We gonna type these in real quick. So I guess that's typos. Oh yeah. The right hand. The right hand. Salazar, Krauser, Sadler. If this is legit, I wonder who'll get the cut. Well, it's just by the trailer. The Sound Manor boss is still there. Of course, the main three bosses, like the main bosses of each like section, like Salazar, Manez, and Sadler. Krauser. That won't get cut. That can't be cut just because they have a moment. God damn it. So if this is legit, I wonder who will get the cut. Blah blah blah. Like I said, just by the trailer, and like I said, we need to see more gameplay to even jump into this conclusion. Hopefully, the leaks. Hopefully, something that legit. Blah blah blah. Leaks confirmed. Keep in mind that M2, which made R3, were not making this. Separate Ways is in as well. Merchant Assignment 8 is cut right now. Yeah, because Assignment 8 was never canon or reported. Separate Ways is being supposedly confirmed by DC. Blah blah blah. Oh, he got some lead costume art on the game. That makes sense. Krauser was reworked in terms of character and design entirely. I'm pretty sure he gonna have more of a role. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be surprised to have him and Leon talking. Actually, sessions of him going back and him talking to Leon or something, or he gonna help Leon then turn on him or something, or flashbacks, but not flashbacks to is it Dark Side Chronicles or Umbrella Chronicles? One of the Chronicle games on the Wii U or something, or the Wii. It's more legit make sense. Hoping it's done with Krauser and comes to Leon. Oh, see, I was talking about that. On this picture, then revealed him as a trip, like tried to assassinate him. Final boss is uninspired, sad, blah blah blah. Another thing I was hoping for have Krauser betray Sadler and kill him and become the final boss, or Aberration shows up after Krauser and kill as he fight Leon. Because we're supposed to have a bigger role in this game. Overall, I think this league is bullshit, 50-50, so we don't know until we see the actual product. Like I said, there was more that I saw, but I don't feel like getting into that they actually showed who got cut or not. But like I said, this came out 4 months ago. Do I believe half of this stuff? No. Until we see more gameplay, I guess you could say. Only thing I really hope they don't cut bosses, but I wouldn't be surprised. Like, don't cut the bosses, but don't have too many encounters. Like the Wolverine dude, every time you fought the Wolverine dude, like 3 times, I think. See, that should be an issue. So personally, they shouldn't cut anything, but what they did but then again, they did custom stuff in RE2 remake and RE3 remake. Noted the Gravedigger was cut, but hell, the clock tower was goddamn cut. But I'm pretty sure Capcom knows that this is their money maker, and like I said before, like I want the game to be different, but still keep its originality, if that makes sense. Like after I say when this game come out and I play it, I beat it, I'm still gonna go back and play the original RE4 because the game will be considered different. That's how I feel about Resident Evil 2 and 2 remake. I play both games. It's different. The only game I don't play against like OG Resident Evil 1. I do play the remake, but I can't stand Resident Evil 1. Alright, so but yeah. Like I said, you can take this for a grain of salt. Do I believe half this stuff? No, not really. I want to see some more gameplay. I hope they show it at the Tokyo Game Show. But I think that's it. I've been talking for like almost 20 minutes. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on social medias at Code Sounds. Follow me on Twitch at Code Sounds. Follow me everywhere at Code Sounds. And I'll catch you guys next time. So, peace. Peace. Also, I do have a question. What should they do? Should mercenaries be co-op? And also, how do you feel about them taking more of a survival approach? 'Cause I already said when we saw the trailer, this game gonna have more of a darker tone or survival in a sense. But like I said, I'm talking too much, so I'll catch you guys next time. So peace.